Listen closely. The Organic Act of 1871. Oh yeah, this is where they created a new constitution that rules Washington, D.C., right? This is when Washington, D.C. was declared an independent state, and they created a new constitution, a separate constitution for D.C. I think that's what he's talking about.
February 21st, the Organic Act of 1871. On February 21st, 1871, the 41st Congress passed legislation entitled An Act to Provide a Government for the District of Columbia. This is known as Act of 1871. By this action, and with no constitutional authority, a separate form of government and constitution was created for the 10 square miles of land known as the District of Columbia, or Washington, D.C. Incorporated. The original U.S. Constitution was entitled the Constitution for the United States of America. The Act of 1871 changed that title to read the Constitution of the United States of America. By changing the title and the capitalization of the Constitution, the people were removed from this new Constitution. This new Constitution serves only for the corporation of the United States and not for the people of America. The people now have no rights or freedoms, no ownership of property, no right to travel, no right to marry, no right to do business. They are only debt slaves who must serve the corporation. Slaves have no rights.
We are definitely debt slaves that serve the corporation, but I don't believe that changing that word takes the people out of it. I really don't.
Only privileges and permission to live on their master's property. Should they try in any way to use the corporate constitution, they will be charged with criminal trespass because they are not a party to this private contract entitled the Constitution of the United States of America. Our Constitution explicitly states that no citizen shall pay any direct tax to the federal government. Why are the citizens in all our sovereign states forced to pay federal income tax, which is collected by a foreign corporation of England called the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS? Our Constitution explicitly states that our currency is to be backed fully by gold and silver, and that our banking system is to be under control of the Treasury of the United States of America and the Congress. Why is it that I cannot receive gold or silver coin for my currency at my bank? Why does our paper money say Federal Reserve note and not gold or silver certificate as it once did? Why are our banks called Federal Reserve banks and not U.S. Treasury banks? Why is the Federal Reserve bank system owned by a British foreign corporation and controlled by the 13 most wealthy families of our world?
The strength of a nation's currency is based on the strength of that nation's economy. And the American economy is by far the strongest in the world. Accordingly, I have directed the Secretary of the Treasury to take the action necessary to defend the dollar against the speculators. I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets, except in amounts and conditions determined to be in the interest of monetary stability and in the best interest of the United States.
You notice how the government always does stuff temporarily? Oh, we're just doing this temporarily. Oh, it's for an emergency. It's for an emergency. It's just for this one thing. Oh, we just need this one tax for this one thing. But the problem with government is if you ever give them something, they never give it back, and they'll never take it away from themselves.